for sharing that. I appreciate that very much. Everything that you shared, Tia. Thank you, Tia. Yeah, I relate and I resonate with a lot of what you said and everything, the family thing and all of it, and my own transformations, my own integrations, the things that I've been experiencing lately as well. And so I appreciate you sharing that. I had to chuckle a little bit because I thought it's hard for me to imagine you feeling at all uncomfortable with sharing anything like light language or anything. So but I can also relate to that too, you know. So I get it. But yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful to contact in the spiritual / human level. Moko shana shiata wata kachanaka. Muka chanakata.
I was just curious where Olga is located.
1 hour from me.
Yeah. Right now, yes.
UK?
Yeah, in the UK.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Kuachanagwata. We have done 3 sacred trips already together.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I can't wait I can't wait, but I also learn in patience, so I can, I guess, when I see like soul family and do something like together, you know, because I almost feel like I forgot how does it feel in the physical reality. I know it's coming after all the storms quiet down. Maybe who knows how soon? Maybe it's a month, maybe it's a year. Who knows?
Who knows?
But I would rather a peaceful place and waiting than be in a crazy place. I guess it depends. Whatever God guides me. Really, honestly, I never know. Because we are getting prepared. It could be sometimes I could be sent in a very heavy places, and sometimes, but most of the time, I'm in nature anyway. That I'm grateful for, because I already went through it. I already gone and done so many places and things that are like from heaven to hell, so to say. So I'm like a dragon grandma in the mountains.
I like that. Oh, okay.
A dragon grandma in the mountain. That's I love that. Tutatiana kutatina katuti katawatati katawatati katakata
Suara malkin nikere turu markia tarkiash to cordi krikiashon narakaini esrona karakis na karaktu aiki shikates la kumai dia sarum des
papa tikata kita tikata kutu kiti papa
Malay ki shorane anikitora and a sark the deashunoli she and the kalayashumo anna
Kata tikata papa tikata papa kisha tata papa kita tikana katika katika pakata kanika katika pakatu papa kita paka papa katu mati katika kata kupata kata mubuke kawata kata balance ta kuka shatika navata mincha nakatu kata moti kana chini kana uni kana tika nakata mikata kawata mitata mikata. So for the people out there, welcome to another week of Light Languages. We are in week 224. Today we will have the galactic beings, the blue AVIANS, and many other beings who are already interfering. One of the main themes I was feeling with these light languages is that they are going to be balancing. They are going to be creating harmony in our hearts, in our lives, and in everything that we do. Kachani katakuta tatani katakata.
Lake.
Machukata.
Teatore ya sana le ya ushu oreti. I definitely felt like avians. There's like this beautiful birds been really interacting with me today that I haven't seen around here. I think it's like since the snow came, like the specific ones I maybe haven't noticed, but with the red color, like a couple of them today, and I really felt like their energy, that energetic connection, like interacting with me, was really beautiful.
Dana makaku tani kitikana de tu pa pikata ku tate kete kita takavu kata tekana ku ku pa pakatu ku pakata uchoku pa pakatu tekana kata kata ketikana ka ku kata kata kita mungko kata tate kitikata ku kata kata. Yeah, virgin. Tu kukachana kutate kata ka wo te tikana kata ku kata. Dumi kata ku kata kata kata. Iya kata
I've been feeling a lot of our Arctic codes with the snow and this freeze coming in. Kuarakiasa, karakiasa, da ish, do yana, kuarakata, ru. Yasana tata wataka warakaya sir kutuat kidiyat satatirias surukuruet yana yasruana nakate shoretia. Vaya zero, like the codes for resilience to Kurayas and the mastery of the code. It's Kaya Tiana, because it's easier to be in the war, but I feel like what I got going through is that's why I don't resist anymore, because it's a real mastery to master to Kurayasa, Katayana as a code, Kuyasito Ranayana Esa Rusha Tata. There is like a big eternal life codes, like eternal youth codes, rejuvenation. Kayasa in the cold, Arakiasa, Triasa, a lot of people resisted, like I usually was, but I find that they felt like surrendered to it and really love it now. Sorokayatariasa, Nawaya, Nayara, Kau, Shayati, Ananakia, Sorokoan, Yandia, Soro. Kia bubi ator na ese te no koe with a big massive purification. Kuayata, the white colors of the snow, the crystallization of the snowflakes, and akaya seti aromuti anaya kuata tataya taru kumoti aya sakuya bikaya purification of the waters, of the sacred waters, of the air, shanak of earth, and akaya sitiana koyanai nikia nanakaya. Korea Nakashi Harumo in the fires Arkutuna Yasa Kiru Koeta the Kaya Si Manaya Siatura Nasa Tu at Yasa purification of the all density Arkutu and on earth Osai Kiasa Tiano no Koyas and Kia Sokura Kiasa Yati purification of separation consciousness Sora Kiasa Tatari. It's 3:33 p.m. here. 3:33 Arakatena, Sacred Heart Purification. Arakiasa noeti anaya surato anayati a lot of rose codes, rosary codes. Arakatena, Arakatea su atena wakaya shituaranai. Hamanan satu. All the sacred tribes, Araki, unification of all the wisdom from all the sacred tribes, Orokutia Nakaya Satua Nayasara Triana Koya Sata Iturum Ranta Yasu, the Kutukoya Niasata Tata Nawaya Shia Turumaya Setara. Rantari kia sutu no tutua mai satara ino kobaya shiana mai Rantara Shisara Amahara Iyasanakia sa reclamation of our sovereignty and freedom. Kaya se atakumaya si amu asha satare kiasa rumai sa kiasutu bakaya paya shibaka balance arokotu esa balancing aroko esa ring pana tokuya riasa tadiriya so karaka is a bird flew against her. Kia so the kuya sa rakatena rakadi shu de tadiriya ni asuma sa ta ta mama ya I see you, my Amam Asara this bird was just like, I feel like it's kind of like resembling in a way the birds behind you just have a red, but it has like this interesting feathers, and it's just been coming and looking at me through the window and be like playful out there. It's like so cute. Shakaterikaya sokoate ayanikia. Sakodokoyasi dara sakaya. This bird is so much just very, very playful, very light, angelic, like playful energy. Arakatea sanamanaiki shititudomo kitadaiki sana lawayasa. In our wings, our wings, our kishia, the katadiri kisano, yasara, yasiano, yadiana, yanai, se de diarocono, aini, sure, and sar. Maya se yes, okay, accurate, nakuresi, and
Susadaka. Arunaka, Kawataka, Kawada, Kikawa, Baba, Umachaka, Wataka,
Oi, dear, Arequiasa, Nalaquiasa, Arequiasa, Arequiasa, que te. Why? Yeah. Que atoro ande asoraya, ukukukukuaniria sa. Kiasara kiatia.
Kakumata katikana kokooneki. Tekana kukankana kakateki makakukurkekana.
Ratara koyasaredea.
Kanata tutoreki nakakukurkekana. Mopo bakakarakakerikakana.
Yeah, can you see the background? I changed with the codes. I'm curious if you can see it. Saturday.
We can.
Yeah, I drew the light codes on the snow like earlier, like a few hours ago, and I did a picture of it.
Mhm.
Kieta kiasara katena ya setara koesia na kaya likia. Waka shitiana kadaya suara na giasara kayata na ki saroete.
I see me hita be me hali inamia. That's awesome. Lisa Bashi I took interviews by she and my INA. I hina me I wa hina me atikilia to a show. I like it to be is a. I literally feel like the snow is speaking, like through those codes. It's like you to meshia. And I'm a firm believer in like the ice collective and the snow collective and the water collective and I see that so clearly. It's like, wow, I really like that.
I've been really feeling. I was like, I've been missing snow because I haven't seen really snow besides one time in Black Mountain, like last year. One time, I saw like a little bit, and that's like the first real snow in 2 years, like for me. And I usually I'm like, oh, I just want to be somewhere in tropical place. I want to call, but this winter I was like, I really miss snow. I could see all these videos with snow. I'm like, I really want to like see the white snow everywhere, you know. And I recorded. I'm gonna post. Earlier recorded. I got my jaw harp, and I've been like bringing in like this Arctic codes today. Tried my phone stand because I've been holding it in my hand. Can you hear it clear? Is it breaking kind of or?
It's
no?
breaking a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. Hey. I was like, I want to do it.
Sometimes it's something that Zoom does because they change the system of sound so many times. And unless you click in something called original sounds for musicians, it wouldn't sound. We will only hear your voice in the background because for some reason takes the sounds away from instrument.
Let's see. What if I do it with a just video?
Try.
Is it better?
It's worth to try. Always find out. We heard one note, and after that, nothing else. Another note. But do it anyway. Do it anyway because the energy comes, the energy goes.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Like this high pitched usually, right? Like this, like oh, like they usually don't pick up like super high frequency. Like somehow, like don't like like a lot of times through technology don't go through like, and it's kind of. I guess the energy is still going anyway, but yeah,
the energy is still going. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if you can, if you can hear it or not.
Yeah, we would love to hear it too, but when it doesn't happen, I told to Pablo Jorge also in the Spanish events that don't worry, just do it, because it's also important for us to do it and without, being limited if it's recorded or not recorded, and just be natural. It almost sounds like if a robot is talking to us. That's why I was laughing, because it's like a robot entity talking to us from another planet.
Maybe it was.
Nothing will surprise me anymore.
Exactly.
Nothing. You might be channeling a robot from somewhere else.
Why not?
I don't know robots, no. It's just funny that it's like getting distorted sometimes in such a funny ways. That's why I've been past couple of weeks I was just very little on my phone, and I just kind of started slowly kind of coming back to connect with soul family here and there. But I just realized like how technology is still, I know those who like you and me, like us, like we still can receive because we know, like we can telepathically receive, but not everyone like that. Like people who are not very in tune, they're not gonna like receive it the same way. And that's why it's been a little frustrating for me to keep like, you know, posting. I do like post things, and I will post, I record it outside, like the should be better on the video, but on like Facebook, Instagram and stuff, but it still doesn't sound like the same, like the frequency of our voice. And but it's, I can tell you, it's still better than watching all the other like weird stuff that they try to insert in every commercial and everything. Like now it's crazy, like that's why I'm like very backed up from social media, because it's so much trashy, like distorted energy just coming in and in, and I was like, I don't follow that, I don't follow that. It's just kind of like, it's just like very, like I have to be really, really like mindful, like, you know, to like tune in and out. But I know that it's important to sometimes for us to also break the algorithm to post, even if it doesn't sound exactly the same, but it's still different. Like it's like switches like the brain and like the energy. Like if people,
I do it with the energy when because sometimes I have to deal with the media, because to publish these events.
Right.
To do many things, no? So sometimes I come across with this trash, and I simply start talking like languages when I'm facing this trash and all that horrible energy, and people also kind of intoxicated with it. It's like so many people responding to that trash energy as well, no? Like so many videos making people even look more fake, and not allowing that feminine energy to be creative and to be with that sense of expansion, but becoming more like clowns and yeah.
That's why I barely ever, like, even like I was doing some sound, like an echoey sound, but I still like keep hearing it, and like it sounds cool, but it's still those apps, I still like, it sounds kind of cool and like galactic, but it's also different frequency. It's very different frequency from our voice. And you know, I'm like, I don't really do, like, I don't have makeup, and I don't like do really any like filters or anything, and to like bring that natural, everything as much natural as I can, because it's like that's so much.
Me too. I'm with you guys too. I like, first of all, let me say, I like your videos, and I watch your videos because I know that's where you're coming from. I do. I watch them and I like them. I'm the same with you guys, and same with you, Ismael. If I didn't have, I would prefer, like you said, I don't want to have, I want to reach people. And yet, and I appreciate social media as a way to do that. But I agree with you. I don't spend much time on there. And the thing is, I want people, okay, I want a place where people can feel free to come and just share their light languages. I don't care if you're like, if there's just everyone has so many rules, and I'm like, okay, why can't, you know, so I've never really ventured out and started a group, but I recently have a little bit, kind of putting my toes in the water, because I want to, and it says right here, I want people to feel free to share their light language here, to share, you know what I mean? I don't care, like a lot of places won't let you, like for example, even though we are doing what we love, if we have a website, or if we offer services in our website, you're not allowed to post anywhere, because then you're soliciting. It's like, I'm not soliciting. I'm sharing.
I'm just sharing. I'm just expanding.
So should I just
expanding?
say, oh well, no, I'm gonna pretend that I don't do this as part of my whole life for social media. And I thought, why should I? This is my life. This is not just a business. This is not. It has nothing to do with money. Nothing. Or I wouldn't be doing it still.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
we
like,
would have given up a long time ago if this
time
was
ago.
because of money.
You know, and so I was thinking this morning, wow, so I'm putting so instead of complaining about the things we don't want, this is funny you guys are saying this today, because I was just saying to my guides, and we're creating our reality, and I said, okay, where can we have a new place to share the things that we love, a new social media? And I swear to God, I almost said to Dave, I haven't even told him that yet, that I was going to say, like, okay, how do you start a social media platform? You know, it was just like, if you can't find one, then you make one, but I know nothing about it, and I don't even know that I would want the responsibility of that. But,
so there is an app a soul brother David Starr created. I haven't been, like, I've been there for a little bit. He put a lot of energy and he like channeled it, and like he created this Divine Ray app for like light workers, like, so without all the weird like commercials and all the weird stuff, like for all their just like the content of like the light worker, like the healing content, the art content, like, and stuff. I haven't been back on it in some time, because I feel like I'm still bridging a lot into the 3D, like into the lower density. So it's like, for me, it's just a little too much, like, because I just got back on TikTok. So it's like, I post, I don't know how to do it at the same time, and I only have my phone, so I'm doing it separately. Post on Instagram, post on Facebook, post on TikTok, and then like comments and respond and energy and this and that. And it's like, I have to take a break from
I know. I just
like, I have to take a break. I was doing it consistently. I was guided just because of my guidance was like, I need to keep sharing the codes. But then I got so depleted and exhausted to the point where I had to take like a long break, because I was just like so drained, like, and ungrounded. And now I'm kind of back, but there is a Divine Ray that I know I kind of finding the balance, and maybe I should tune in again, because I don't know like how much they develop. They keep like redeveloping like some extra features, but you know, you can like post things like, and it's all like light workers, only like without all the other weird stuff. So it's called Divine Ray app. It's free, and you can check it out. And I don't know how many people right now there and like what's going on, but it's like specifically created for us to connect, to share the gifts, to share our, like to share the offerings, like to promote like what we offer. But again, if it's only light workers, I guess it depends, because I mean, it depends like what kind of people need the guidance, because sometimes I feel like there's only specific ones that could receive the codes, and it could be different type of light worker that also could receive my like art or something. But also it feels limiting, because a lot of people from 3D need awakening and need also guidance and need be upgraded. So it's kind of like, it's a little different realities on these apps, where yes, we want to like have this platform and app, but we just don't have any weird stuff, and it's like all this super like love and light, like, and beautiful things. But also I know that I have a lot of resistance sometimes, and also it's difficult, but also my soul, have mission to anchor it and like bridge it in so many different realities, from the lowest to the highest and back and forth. And So I'm still learning how to find the balance with it for myself. And also the financial thing, because I do so many things for free, and I could post like, I appreciate donations, but I don't really get that much in a while, like at all. And I have like $100 left on me, and I'm just living in the middle of nowhere, and this like whole winter, and I'm like, okay, God, like, just like how do we figure it out? Because I created a beautiful art for a soul sister recently that I need to ship, but it's been not that much. Everything is so expensive, like all the healthy food and superfoods and this. Like I really don't care about much, just mostly like the healthiest food to keep because my body vehicle temple requires extra, and I know a lot of us, and some eat a little, maybe less, some. I know a lot of channel high frequency really require like very high frequency, clear, pure food and superfood and supplements and things to really like help to sustain this energy and really fresh things. And it's expensive, and it's like, okay, I'm supposed to do this mission, channel the slide, but I can't do it if I don't have like support, if I don't feel comfortable. And yes, there is a growth and it makes me really and strong, but I've been learning like a balance on how to, like really find the ways to balance it with, what I'm giving and how to receive and opening up, and like how to do it in these times where it's so much happening, so much chaos, so much like people, transitioning, and there's like just, it feels like, I don't know, I just got motivated recently to even like share, mention, and like say like post my art or post anything like my offerings or anything, like, because I'm just, I don't know, I'm just reevaluating, and I guess like calling for more guidance, like how to do it in a different ways. And I don't really know yet how exactly yet, like to do it. It's been really interesting, definitely, like that financial part of, even though I do it from my heart, from the guidance of God, but it's like yet to be required like things to live on this planet, like to not just survive, but like just have at least like necessary things. Yes, and they are not to be healthy and happy too, and it's like
balance. That's why we are going to ask for balance. Today the intentions, we want balance within this chaos. Mika tuka huka taka nika taka. Shuka kwa nakatika nakataka. Wendy, do you want to do a blessing? And Dave, if he wants to also do a blessing, and Olga, if you want to do a blessing. I think Tiara and I, we did a big blessing from the beginning. But if there is more that you want to say, Tiara, go ahead.
I'm just I'm just feeling like I'm just we're holding a lot of energy of peace and love, balance, harmony, and like holding the light for all the souls, for the earth, for plants, animals, for all living life, for humans, for those who are transitioning, to sending light to those who are transitioning from physical reality, and for those areas that are going through big purification right now, for them, to send more of the our divine soul family, like divine dragons, angelics, like all the galactics, to just in whatever way to make it like for those beautiful like souls, for our soul family, for beautiful souls to like just pray with all souls, but I know that everyone who needs to go through things, they have to go through things, and that's where I also understand, but also just sending extra light to planet to for as much ease and grace as possible for everyone, because we're all connected, and we're all feeling each other, so much, and I've been feeling everyone so deeply, like there's like everything that the time. That's why I'm here, like I'm grounded in my place, but I'm just like constantly, just like never endingly, like working with the collective energy and and sending love and support like all the places they need it. But also, yeah, remembering that some souls are meant to go through things to awaken, and so it's all part of divine plan too. I don't buy the like, oh my god, I wish I could show you this red bird with this thing. Like, it just keep coming, like, and going and coming and going. It's really weird.
He's a bird.
Ja, ta, nije sa, yeah, and kojaš je tajani, just holding a lot of peace and love, and also, yeah, there's an energy supported for our physical body to be able to hold and sustain this high frequency without like damaging, without like any and the healing, so this energy can restore our that comes to look so strong right now. The codes are kiasa coming from all the place, really, from the heart of God, right? From source and from earth and from and also remember that we are solar beings and we create and radiate solar light from within. So it's like a time testing how we shine our light in the darkest of the darkest time, in either the darkest energy, or is it at night, or is it like like it's I feel like it's just a big karyasu no kuya. It's like it really is just like, it's like remembering to observe in a neutral space, right? And the kaya sounds going on, and kuya shatayani and a kuya kotiana na kaya si era isi and aya no kuya na tayani era kaya si. And I definitely very recommend, of course, it's personal. Sometimes we need rest, but for me personally, when I try to sleep more, I don't feel good. Like, I have to do my physical things every day, like my breath work, like my dancing, like a lot of movement, and only then I feel consistently good and I can move through the energy quicker and integrate quicker. If I just like sleep, I don't feel good. Like, I feel like less resilient, my health is not good. Like I am like for myself, no matter how I feel, like I have to get up and do my yoga, do my breath work, get the sun gazing, like receive sun, ideally sunrise and sunset the best I can through the day, as much sun as I can, as much nature as I can, to Arayasa, to really integrate and anchor and move through everything quicker. Like,
because it's all connected.
in bed for days, it doesn't work. Like, I just get worse and worse. Like, it would be difficult, but I got back to my Kundalini yoga practices and all the chants and all the mantras. Now back listening a lot of mantras and clearing the mind, a lot of like chants, a lot of exercises that repair the neurons in the brain that keep clearing, processing all the trashy like thought forms or whatever we move through the day, and it just keep clearing our tools you have. But it's important to clear the mind so those things don't run in the background. And just keep like moving. Like, for me, movement and breath work, conscious breath, my medicine. I keep reminded Tariyasana, that the breath of the main medicine that we have. We can, with a breath of fire, with a cross breathing, with long breathing, we can speed up. We can slow breathing and deep breathing. We can slow down if we need to slow down, because sometimes I used to be like all the time, but sometimes it was hard for me to do and like slow down. I feel like I've been back and forth, like still learning, but I do feel better at Araesu.
Mama katumba chica na kotika matika tatatumba kakuku konna
Sa nakaya anaga urum and the cold water, cold plunges, cold shower has been some of the most powerful things for my physical health. It's very rejuvenating. It's very detoxing. It brings so much like hormones, like this happy hormones.
We went to the sea. We went into the sea recently, just during Christmas. We just started swimming, like everyone walking like in the seashore. With the big coats and all dressed up for Christmas, and Olga and I, we were swimming in the sea, like freezing cold. And yeah, that was really magical. That was really magical.
How cold is outside?
3 degrees or something like that.
3? Like
Yeah.
above or below?
Above. Still above.
Above.
Yeah.
Above.
I went to swim in the creek. It's super cold. I don't know what the temperature of the water, but it's very cold. And it also was like sunset. It was like almost about maybe similar, maybe about like almost dropping to almost like 0, maybe 1, 2, 3 degrees maximum with the wind and some sun going down. Last time, a few days ago, I did it and felt like, oh, so good.
It feels really good. It feels really good.
I would do it like consistently, but right now it's been cold everywhere here in my cabin, including, so I'm waiting until it warms up so I can be comfortable at least sometimes.
Yeah, I've been telling to Olga to do it again because I'm feeling the call to do it again, and hopefully one day I will do it every week because I want to do it every week because it does make you feel great.
It would be nice to do it every day, like I did 2 years
ago.
That
would be amazing if I had the sea next to me. I will go every day. Yeah.
Ai, essa guarda que essa é nove que essa nanae essa tuana essa tuana kaya. I also want to mention that I feel like it's been a big thing coming up into spiritual community is the food that we eat, and there is like some people who judging people who eat like meat or this and that, and I keep seeing so many people very beautiful, very woke, very high frequency, coming back from being sick from a vegan diet, coming back to eating meat, like a lot. And some family who live like in Hawaii, something that can eat in tropical fruit, be like, oh, you eating meat? Like, oh, are you there still? Why are you still not in Hawaii? You were going to Hawaii. And I'm like,
there is gonna be always controversy all the time. It's like reminding us that yin and yang energy that always coexist. But yeah, that's why we truly need to feel what we feel inside in our center. And put that in another level. What people say is it needs to be always in another level of priorities, our feeling, our center, what we feel to do. And yeah, I don't like people telling to other people if that is wrong or right when they are feeling to do that, and there is a reason why they are feeling to do that, and they are misleading by saying that they are misleading them. Because we came here to have our own experience. You can suggest that, you can give some advice, but without imposing that in another person, imposing your ideas, imposing what you think that is right for you. Because each person is unique, is totally unique. So we need to let them be the way they want to be.
And it's like, I don't like eating meat, for example, but if I don't sometimes, and I don't do it all the time, but if I don't, I get so high, I get so out of my body, I really just
It helps
can't
you to
ground.
ground. It helps you to ground.
Anything I do, no matter how much I do the movement, the workout, like the breath work, the grounding, like sometimes I just let, like I have supplements and all things, but there are some moments where I have to eat something like eggs, not every day, but like fish or meat, time to time, I just got some duck. I found the duck eggs and I just ate like past couple of days, and I felt more grounded, and I feel like my brain works better. Like I do a lot of supplements and oils and things. Like my nervous system is not able to run the energy sometimes, like so many dimensions. Like my body, like I can't fully ground to be able to really run that powerful energy. Like if I don't at least sometimes eat these things, like I just feel like I'm like floating somewhere, like I feel light, but I can't sustain like my physical body. And some blood types are okay with not having anything, and they can thrive. Like I'm O negative, for example, according to the blood type, it's like a meat eaters, like it's like an ancient blood type, like of like meat eaters. And I for a while I was rejecting, and I like to purify, go for long fasts and long cleansing and long of like fruit and salads, but not all the time. It's good to, like I just can't, and I honor the life. I connect to the energy. When I pick it, I recommend, like if people go pick it, I like picking it myself. If I pick it something, unless cook it something, they cook it for me. I usually don't cook meat. I can like, but it's usually somebody cooks, and I always connect to the soul of the animal. I feel it. If I'm in the store, I feel the package. I feel the energy. And I feel if it's vibrating or not, I could like spend half an hour just feeling everything package. But I feel if it's resonating with me, and that's okay. And then I honor and send love to that animal, and I recommend to like just have it, because even if it was killed some in not a very honored way, but we can still let that soul of the animal free and go to light. So we actually kind of seize the soul of that animal or fish or whatever to actually go to the light by honoring that. And I feel like I've done a lot of work just through eating this, honoring all cows or all like animals that were eaten, but knowing, sending them love, and know like we respect you, we love you, thank you, like like in a different way. It's very different energy too. And plants, they have consciousness, they have soul too. Like it's, yeah, they maybe vibrate type of higher. Like I feel like I can like vibrate maybe sometimes higher, but I also can. So it's like finding that balance. But everything has consciousness anyway. Like so, it's just a way of like honoring with gratitude. Anything we consume, anything really, like we wear on ourselves, like the clothing is very important for me. I can really feel everything behind. If I could have more money, I would change all my clothing, but I minimized it to natural materials, and I really feel how it was made, like the materials and the people who made it, and what energies they put like behind. So it's really important. Every single object, consciously be what around us too. I would rather minimize it, but have like more consciously made things around me, like then kind of. Stuff that I could really, really feel like, and yes, I can vibrate higher, but if it's constantly on, I feel like I'm suffocating if I'm like wearing something weird on me. Like I feel like I'm literally suffocating like in it. So
my higher self say, don't say too loud that you eat eggs, because we have the blue avians here today. Just in a joking way, because my higher self drops me jokes like silly jokes with the spirituality.
Maybe we connect to them through eggs in a good way,
Yes, they know that we eat them in a fantastic, good way
It's really
to
often,
cook.
honestly, very rare. That's like first time I bought eggs in a long while, but I just felt like I need something more grounding in the cold weather too, like the fatty stuff. Like if it's like hot outside and it's summer, it's easier for me. Like it's like for winter, for nervous system support, I feel like I just need something like to be like really strong in the cold weather. It's like there is no fruit growing around. It's like snow. It's like we need to connect and eat more like what's around us. Yes, it's good to eat tropical fruit, and I like getting like frozen, even frozen. I feel like they vibrate better than the ones that are on the shelves. And I get some from other countries like Costa Rica, like Peru, something like mangoes, like pineapples and stuff. And I make smoothies with superfoods, and it feels really nourishing to vitamins and stuff. But I can't do it like all the time with drinking cold smoothies, like and juices, like when it's so cold. I just can't. And I would like to, but I can't, and it's okay. So I just. Because I know that a lot of newly awakened people, it's really important to listen to our own body and not anybody telling us. But one thing, it's important to keep detoxing constantly from parasite, do parasite, anti-parasitic cleanses, like and do like fasting and detoxing, so we not acting from the desires of the parasites inside of us, like all the sugar and processed stuff. And sometimes it's also like, yeah, we can say, listen to your body, but then the body is like, oh, I want this candies and I want this like bread and stuff. But that also, it's important to keep detoxing and fasting time to time to like really know that you listening to your body for true, like real body needs, and not from those parasitic energies or some type of or some programming still inside. So could be some tricky parts within of that, but after you go through a lot of cleanses, purifications, and things like, and it's also okay to try and see if it works or not.
Part of the experience.
It's okay to like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not sure, but well, if I'm not sure, I'm just gonna try, and then I try, I'm like, oh, okay, it actually felt good, and I thought I don't want it. Oppositely, like, and it's okay too. Sometimes it can be guilty, but it's good reading this school, and I know I have, like, for myself, I don't want to do mistakes, but it's okay to do mistakes too. Like,
exactly. What I'm getting, everything is part of an experience, and you are having that experience, and it's for you to have that experience and choose what you want to experience. There is no evil, there is not a God judging you if you are doing right or doing wrong. And you know that.
And it's like, for me, I've been learning I would call it like a life alchemist, or whatever you call it, like a master alchemist of the. I call it like a life alchemist, like an alchemist of like. Sometimes, if you have like, I put it this condition sometimes, like where I constantly have to figure out new ways of creating new things that's gonna work, because it's different environment and different things, and sometimes I have more money and sometimes I don't, and I have this and that. Like, how can I alchemize things to work for me and not be attached that I only need this and this and this, but I can alchemize what is available and play with it, and then eventually create something different that I never done. And that happened a lot when I didn't have like enough money for getting what I usually would get. And then I would play with what is available. And then it's like, oh, it's actually really like fun, and it's something new. So it's like looking at this at like, how can we really alchemize, like, and create with what is available for us, instead of feeling like we are lacking things.
Yeah.
And then still like being that frequency, or even though maybe we can drop a little bit, then we like figure it out, and then eventually we come back like even stronger and even a higher frequency, and in way stronger than we used to be, because if it will always be the same choice and the same option, then we're not gonna grow. We're not gonna learn more. We're not gonna grow. We're just gonna stuck in the same loop, kind of. So it's also been a big, interesting, lesson through this years, especially the past few years of surrendering with gratitude and alchemizing, things around to work. And it always does. Even if it could be like a little challenge at first, and like, but then it's like, oh God, yeah. So Koryasana Tayana Yastruyatriana Rena Kiash Tutuariasana Naikuruana Dai Sumakate Yasu Uruno Anabeasu Tutunu Mai Saranai Daratai Nu Arakatea Satatuena Tiarana Yasata Iruno Etiana Yasata Irumo Etiana Yasatoria Satatena Rapakoeshi Tatania Takotono Inik Yasano Rikeasarea Soroma Yasata Tanaria Surumoyeti Pro. Maybe yes, to the Moyan, yes, at the Tatai, sure, yes, at the
Ya mama bacha ko cha chuku ni keta kuka kuta nakate te kakun kanara tikanara kanaka kukanara tanaru amaka kukara teniri iki anaraka kun kanara kata kinta tatarani kaka kun tukuri kin kanara ka mikan tatatan rokutikan tika kun tiki anaraka shakwatana Okay, let's continue. Do you want to do, Olga, a blessing and also connected to it any intention that you want to set for the world, for humanity, for yourself, or anything in general that you might feel? Let's put the blessing and the intention together, and then we proceed afterwards with the rest of things. Olga.
Ich wünsche tatsächlich allen Besonderes, dass es ein bisschen ausgeglichener wird. Also nicht ein bisschen, aber richtig, dass jeder bekommt das, was er verdient. Und jeder Wunsch, der von innen heraus rausgeht, vom Herz heraus, dass er erhört wird und dass endlich mal, also nicht endlich mal, zu seiner Zeit, wenn es gebraucht und sein muss, passiert und jeder seinen Frieden im Herzen findet und Frieden findet und einfach nur atmet und lebt und ernährt und gedeiht und alles das Segen bekommt, was er verdient. Ich wünsche mir auch diesen Segen zu bekommen. Ich wünsche mir auch, meinen Frieden zu finden.
German light languages.
Ja.
It's so cool because I learned like German a long time ago, and I haven't practiced it for so many years. I could understand it a lot, but it's been so long. I was really fluent in German, but it's been like 15 years since I really used that much. So it was kind of nice because I was like, oh, I actually can understand still some things.
Wonderful. Kuku Chenaka Tikanarota. Hello, brother Wesley. Kuku Tanaka.
Kutuwakata kiyakuwaka.
Mukutua Nakata.
Wakatakuwakata kadukuwaka.
So we are in that moment of sharing our intentions. And also, today we are doing the blessings all together. So you want to go ahead with a blessing and then saying your intentions? Pukua Tanikataka. Olga just said hers in German. Kutikanawata.
So are we going to all do the blessings together, is it?
Nein, no, he meant intention and blessing are together.
Okay, perfect.
All together, like you can do your blessing, and then after you finish, like your intention.
Will it go with it there? So yeah. Yeah.
And we will let Wendy and Dave to do theirs afterwards. Mika wataki kawa.
Masakata kuatata nananua naie naneia huataka taku kakaka kiakaka katakuta tatata mama mua taniea kuswa satawa huewa mama hua kata kuna kana kia ueshawa kuota nanani nano no nanino mama mua kata kiaka kanukuaka tawa sheia sini tuakata kia tata o tata namu akati yakuku kakaka kuta tata tutu papa papi pu tatu tata tu mama mu mama mi mu mama nu tata kuta na ia wu sakata kuta ta kina kuaka shiko tata kuta ta kunikia muka tiki kuta ta kiniki no tatiki ko tatiki niku muma mama ika ko tataki tatuku kika tutuku take tutuku kiki kuku makano kuaka takiaka takuota wa mokuaka shikini kia kuaka nakua tata ukua katikiako makua kiaka kuota kanukoaka masukuata tata ikiakua sukuni kiakua ta keanukua sukunuaka takiata osuata siyitoata mukiakuaka na iyo kuata kuata. So the intention shikini kiakua kiakuaka kuta kuata sakuaka nikiakuaka remembering kunukua nikiatuaka ta kutata siniakuata niuhuaka kutata miaua saniea ushua niea uswa saniea sukuaka tikuaka nukuaka embodiment sukunukua kinekia makua kiakua shineki yukuku kanukuaka takua kawa maya hua sawa nakua kata kiakua nakua takuata kana kiakuaka. Thanks very much. Shukunukuaka takuaka. Huakata.
Thank you, brother. Huatako.
Ayawata. Kuswata. Siya waka waka.
Hiya waka wadati
Uya waka.
Wada wata.
Itu waka waka.
Hiya waka
waka. Nuke waka. Tuku waka. Nuke waka. Siya waka waka. Kuata. One medicine.
Ikawata. Sister Wendy and Dave, you want to go ahead? Mukwata.
Ja, to se cierto que se me javasma java ela hela con numero bahasama. Alama alakiba aho, anime vasmesi is a masha kiborkoma. Lezana sisi sasha I bio maro pakale. Shakana kiti gisiba saporo shiki bala anamaha. La amahaka inge eje gongo yesamasava. Shungwa ki intia shahaka ki anu maha ko oho shoko imi alizu ijiku aha te inte uja kanti te alaha. My intention for this moment, this now, as we record time, as we create time, today on this 10th of January 2025, today's date equals 11. 11 is the symbol of the masters. My intention is simply that we all recognize the masters that we already are. You're not trying to get somewhere. There's nowhere you got to go. There's no way to get there. You already are that master. You're already there. Ascension is about recognizing that.
Love and light to all, and my intentions are to reinforce what Wendy had just said, in that we've already, it's for the recognition for all that we've already done the work. We've already transformed all the things. It's merely a matter of recognizing that we've done this and remembering that we've done it and choosing to transform our thoughts and ideas to that which we've already become, and to discover more of who we really are, who we truly are, in that we've done this work already. We don't have to redo the work, we just have to remember that we've already done it. And I think all of us who are here, certainly in having these spiritual awakenings, it's literally what the term says, a spiritual awakening. It's not a spiritual project of awakening where we have to learn all these spiritual things. It's just remembering that we've already done it, how we've done it, and connecting to those ideas. And my intentions are for all of us on this journey together, that we awaken together and realize that we are the spiritual beings that we are striving to be. We already are. And as the term namaste means, that we should all see the light in others, and by seeing the light in others, we see the light in ourselves as a reflection. So thank you. And once again, thank you for having this wonderful gathering.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much. Yeah, I joined these wonderful intentions. I resonate with all of them, and they are also part of me and my deepest desires for everyone here and for everyone on this planet. As we mentioned before, balance is my intention. I want to ask for balance in everybody's life, patience, so that we can adapt to every situation, and so that we can see the light in each person. Sometimes we need to have some patience to listen to others and let them express everything that they have inside, so that we can understand and perceive the light and what they have to say, and love them, because listening is a wonderful way to love someone. I want to set the intention also for everyone feeling like being in a junction in their lives, and feeling like there are imminent changes ahead. I want to send love and light for all of them to be fulfilled in the best way possible. I want to set the intention so that we can find everything that Sister Tiara has been talking since the beginning of this event, so that we can all find that balance, frequency, understanding, purpose, alignment with everything that we eat, with everything that we do, the balance with the body and the spirit. Makakuteti kantanakwatana, tekin tanakata, teki tanakata. And I want to send love and light also to Mother Gaia, who is sustaining or allowing all these experiences that happens to us. Mukokotana otatana. I want to send love and light to Mother Earth for all this massive transformation that is experiencing inside and out. Mak achane kashik antotana. And I want to set the intention for grounding, to help us grounding all the way through these changes, allowing us to don't be too high or not too much in density either. So balance again. Kukuchana kachaneta. And I want to, my last intention is to have more and more connection to these lovely beings who have been protecting our planet for millennia. Makukanik inikana tuotaine, tumikatana machonikatatika watateana. That river is inviting us to swim. Kikanakwana and diving. Muchataka. What?
Here where I'm staying. There's a little creek. There is a bigger creek on the other side by my cabin. I'm in a different cabin right now, but yeah, that's the first snow we had, and now it's actually raining. Gotta be gone. Bye bye, snow. I love you.
So yes, let's. Yeah, Wendy, kukata. Yeah, let's bring these light languages if you like. Mikana, supporting all these intentions that we share. Makukantana. If you want to participate, turn on your mics. Mika etenek itana. If you feel like playing an instrument, music, or anything, please do. If you feel like dancing, any way or form of expression is more than welcome. If you are at home watching this video, also please set your intentions. Set your intentions. Pray for anything that you like to manifest in your life or for your beloved ones, and join us in this prayer or in this light language transmission. Mika atana ti ana mama. Mika nama baba tika na mama. Shikawana. And this is the transmission. Kukuana te ashata.
Kuarakiasana motias narakiasana toroikia sadarakiana kirgiasia tatayani. Arumana pori ariasado makataya sidia sanomaya sananteya sananteya saromai tiria saromai tikia shikatiana rikiasara. Yeah, I don't yes, the room, the young, the entire yeah.
Nunca papagum tu toko teke teke
Mashukota, Katakia Kotata, Kotata, Kota Tikiaka, Kenikuyakaka, Kamamamawa Yawewa, Mashikinikiakawa, Osuaka, Ukawaka, Nayuya, Ukataka, Katukua, Kunakiakuawa, Washawa, Shokunukuaka, Iki, Waka, Unokua. Waka,
Iya, mabaka ko kwa nata tia maku koto tika naka to te kete tia na bukata. Tika wapa.
Kota kuwaka takia kata. Kata wuka kaka naka wakata kuwaka. Kinikia kuwaka. Shakuwata usuwata nawa mayawa.
Mumata ne kita na kuka kanika na kakuka takate kita ko na kuku. Kuku kuana. Bobo kuna kuana katen tatika na kuku kuana. Tejana kumpa cheke huaka. Chika bomba bako koku kwa. Wacha kwata to cha wacha na kwa. Kuka taka. Mika kwata. Kuwaka ne kuka na kuwaka.
Makaniyo waka, kutu waka, way wa.
Ni papa ka kuwata ka. Chica baco kata kuko toko tika wara kata kawaka wata kawati kata. Mo tika
Kuwaka, kuwaka, kiawaka.
Moma kata 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 kijaga koko.
Kia, kuwakata.
Moma pakaku wata kata katika.
Kuwaka, kiawaka, kuwaka.
Amonti kawata kiko. Ina moma kawata. Kuma pakau tu kata. Mumu buburi kemapa kau tak nak kuat kata kata kan iya mama mika wana kata 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 mama bajiko
Gitu kuka, kata kata kuka, kika tuku, kata kata kuka, kika tuku, kata kata kuka.
Ya, suka kata dah.
Aku kau.
Tu pa kungku kuata na kika na. Su hana takai kangku kuru tu kuat. Na kunta naka icha to kuka na
Kuwaka.
haku kana moko na kika ko to kuka kunta tate kana hika kuka naka
Mata kuwaka. Kita kuka kanaka. Kutai hutai Makata kuwaka takia katu kuwaka katuku tuku kuka yaka kuku kuka kata kataku iki akatu kuka kanaka katakuota naika uka maika uka kaua naya nia tawa mua shinya nia kia kuka kana uaka ia uta ikia kuka Naikia kuaka sawata ia oyawata nukuaka naka makanikia koa shanawa suku kakata koa katugui kiki kutututututu tata tutututu tata tata tutututu tata tutututu tata tata tutututu papa pana hiki akuaka nayowata uaka iya kuaka
iya waka wata
uata tuaka naiya
iya wana
mashukuru kuaka taiki akua tumawae atawa
iya wana ka wata nika wata
no wata tuaka taki akua ya wakana uyuwe wa watawa tabuaka na kuaka naiya wata Sikunawa kia kuoka ni hui wata kuaka. Makanu kuaka.
Mika wata kuata katika na watika ta wika wa maka wata katika na wata katika waka kuma waka ni waka iya wana kuti ni titi ya waka wanya kuna dati na kimi ni wana yuru ya wana yuru kwa kuti ni na ya tu wana kagua ni kata
Kuaka iya kuaka ta kuaka taki. Kuaka sama. Tua.
Nada mamuchita da meta chiki chita dopa kuti tiki 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 na kuti titi tiana tu tiki titi tiana muti tiana ni titiana muti titi 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 tiana muti tiana papa titana tata titana titana
Tatatu kataki nikiaka wa sua. Masakana sukono koa. Nashini e ama wa. O wakataki akata. Kana ko sawata nua. Nana mie ya wo kuaka. Kine ia wo swatana. Sanatatu ku tatiti ti 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 tu tu tu. Tatatu tu 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 ti 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 tu tu tu. Kanana to tu 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 tu. Tatata ti 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 ti. Tu tu tu. Tu 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 tu. Tu 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 tu. Newa hawewa ayewa. Newa ayewa ayewa. Mai kuaka. Chaku tuaka. Nga hoa.
Iya waka, unike yana.
Kauaka. Kuakiaka.
Musatikana.
Tua yawa. Tua kuaka hite haka.
Yana ku anate yana wata.
Nga wata.
Teni yaka.
Ukaka taka huaka.
Amati yana kawata.
Wakuaka taka wakata. Kita tu kutu kataka. Tu kata tatako. Ki kuku. Ki kuku kaka. Nato. Nita. Ia. Awaka. Kiaka nawa. Mukana. Kinana. Oshawa. Tikawa. Kinana. Nuawa. Maya. Awawa. Kuwaka. Kuna. Nia ua ea hua ea hua haka. Naka waka tua.
Mana kawata nika.
Matatu waka taku waka. Nakia ko waka.
Muka dare kata koka nakate kana. Wana kata kiki anaka.
Osho ko waka taku otaka taki kia tuku ko waka taka taku waka. Kate hiaka.
Kawana kikata kokota kokoa. Taka
Tutu. Sutu tata. Matutu waka taka waka.
Kana koka ntako kana kate kataka. Mota.
Mashaka. Tuku waka.
Kana koka naka.
Koto waka na ko waka. Nakia ko taka. Katuku waka. Taigi kuku waka. Tagi kuku waka. Tuku waka. Naiyawa. Baku waka.
Arikata koka natako mataka nika. Mapapa koko kota kate kate ka. Mapapa koko kota kate kita. Toko koko tika taka koko koko tika taka koko koko taka koko koko taka waka. Arikata.
Tutu. Papa nawa sua.
Uakada. Muto no kuntuata. Ei mä tam tunu kuntadaka.
Betul waka.
Ostondo kontu tuana. Tetikana.
Seperti waka. Nita.
Nikata.
Osuata.
Nikata.
Kieta tu kakana ko tata tu tata. Titi tu 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 tu. Titi tu tu tu. Tu 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 tu. Titi tu tu. Tu 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 tu. Titi tu. Tu tu tu. Titi tu 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 tu. Tu tu. Tu 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 tu. No. Mawa.
Kukoata. Mika wa naka kutoku naka kutoku utuku anaka. Taka.
Toko sami izavasha shama avahuma ka ivime elahilakatiki. Sima sabashiara ishamakiaba ata. I'd like to recognize right now, as always is the case, I'd like to recognize the Blue Avian theme today and their part in my own journey. I was reminded as you all were speaking light languages that they have been a part of my journey from the beginning. They were one of the first energies that I was channeling out in the woods when I first started speaking light language, and I didn't even know what or who or what it was. But they're highly evolved beings, They're very spiritual teachers. They're highly spiritual teachers, high dimensional, multi-dimensional beings, and they are not in sync with conventional education. They're very creative. They're musically inclined, of course. And I was reminded also, as we were speaking today, when I look at birds, I'm reminded probably almost every time of we are looking at our ancestors, our dinosaur ancestors. So that's part of their connection to us, is to remind us of our own multidimensionality, and that they initiate, they carry the frequency of open-mindedness, spirituality. When we think of the color blue, we think of, a lot of people think of different things, but we think of singing, we think of throat chakra, we think of thinking with our higher blue third eye. We think of the sky, we think of the water, we think, I think as humans, and it's a very rare thing, as I'm always reminded that there's very few blue flowers. And that's something that when we see a blue flower, it activates something in us. So I remember when I was walking through the forest speaking light languages, and it was like I could hear them saying to me who they were and what they were there for, and they were one of my guides. And so I just wanted to open up that too, and I was doing some research on it too, that they're also have symbolic dreams, and and of course the blue symbolizes communication of all forms. So just some things that I was kind of thinking about as I was reading and remembering, and so I wanted to share that too, that I think a lot of them have been with us when we weren't having whatever we look at as linear, past, present, that they've been with us for a long time, and all of us in our personal journeys as well, and like even if we didn't know they were there, kind of thing, because it was a higher perspective collaboration. How's that?
And they are also very connected to the birds that we got on Earth, to the bird spirit. Anyone connected to, like Olga, you're very connected to the owl. I'm very connected to the owls also because of my mother. Also to the eagle. Any bird in the planet is super connected to them. Mika Tanika Totaika Kanta. And our ancestors, our aboriginals, the people who've been here on Earth the longest, much longer than us, they've been always connected to this bird spirit. Mika Totoko Tana Tane Tataika Kukano Toye. Mika Wuakana Tetaya Makutataya. And they are communicating all the time through them. Pakukota ten. We humans, we don't need to be aware that is another galactic being interfering in that connection or communication. But sometimes it's them talking through them, Makukana, through the birds that we have here on Earth. Sometimes from a behavior, sometimes they are coming in form of dreams. Mika Chenta Tekanta. I also resonate a lot with what Wendy said, because they were the first beings that they started coming to my life in the beginning of my awakening and awareness that something out there existed. I also felt connection with the phoenix, with these phoenix beings, Nika Toteiketena, that they were since I was 18 years old, having experiences in my dreams with the phoenix beings. Ta kukachaneta ka makanata yata. Yep, basically every day, every time I see a bird, I feel that memory connection to my soul family, because I do feel that they are family. I do feel family from the Blue Avians. Tana Kukana, family feelings, very, very strong, powerful family feelings. Tato Kana. And they always show me ways of feeling free like a bird. Mukachana, Tietiana. They always are there assisting in many ways for me to recognize my power and my ability to be free and set myself free, no matter the circumstances that I am experiencing in life. Brother Wesley, do you have any experiences with birds and birds?
It's funny, as soon as you were speaking there, I started speaking. And then you asked me, did I have any experience with birds? So when I came back to Ireland in 2019, I think, I don't know, I shared this before, I came into a circle, and before, like when I would do stuff, what I would work through the whole field. And what kind of happened is there was it was interfering with there's a guy from here actually, but he's people connect from all over the world, and he kind of told me, he said, whatever this is, he just didn't understand it. I'd say, you can dial it down, and I would just basically usually work through whistling, and I was going to go, I actually was going to get the stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm not supposed to be here, I'm going to go in, and I'd be kind of like that as well, and I basically, I meditated on it, and it said basically to explain your representation of the bird tribes, and we are the ones that are in your, or whatever it came through, probably come through teachings, and we come from many star systems. We're involved, whatever he would have said, because we just dialed it all through, and then everyone felt it, and they're all, geez, I heard of the bird tribes. Where did I hear that? So some of them did, but I just had Sarah said it's running through my veins. I thought the stuff's running through my veins, and he thanked me. He said, "Thanks very much for sharing that." And then I actually did Google it, and there's a book that was channeled in the 80s, and it's called Ken Carey. Ken Carey's the writer actually. He's a channeler, the writer, channeler. I think someone else was I think they're working as a thing. I think one guy's put himself into trance, and it more or less shares what I was sharing all along. It was just further confirmation on what I was working with, and it was the bird tribes, and it actually relates to what I was going to connect with the First Nations. I used to share stuff, and they say, were you brought up taught that by your mother and father? I said no, and it related to their teachings, and it was the bird tribes. Star Nations, First Nations, Sikinikiaka, Tukuaka, Nikiaka, all across the planet, Sukunukuaka, Takinekiakuaka, pure mathematics, Sukunukua, Taikiakuaka, transfiguration, Shukunukua, Taiewa, Wata, harmonics, Sukunukua, Kiakata, divine order, Shukunukua, distribution, Shiwiwaka, Sukinuwaka. So that would be the connection I would have worked with, would have been the bird tribes. Sukunuka, part of it. Sukua, Kayata. That makes sense.
It, because it's much more.
Suka, Kiyaka, Good, yeah, Kiyato. Big, highest respects, big part of it. And it's a big part of the shift. And the Blue Avian, I worked with the Blue Avian. Akosuki, Yaki, tu 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 tu. Many. I just respected it all.
Yeah.
So I know one questioner just went all out. Sukwa, Kiwaka, Nukwa, Tayewa. Mushua, yeah. All expression, Shakwata. So, yeah.
It's wonderful.
Not Sukwata, Kyoko.
And
Yeah.
what about you, Tiara? Are you still there? Because she told me that the battery of her mobile is
Mine is going as well, actually.
almost done.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, I'm charging in here.
What is your connection to the birds, Tia? That is wonderful. The silent connection. That's wonderful. Maybe her mobile is frozen.
Huh?
We just got you back. And for a while it was totally gone.
Oh, yeah.
Missing.
Yeah, reception is here kind of in it could be good and could be not, like it depends on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, can you hear me or not?
Yeah,
Or is
sometimes the connection goes. I guess.
So so what was the exact question for me?
What is your connection to the birds, the blue avians or the birds in general?
I feel like recently it's been a lot of connection coming through. I feel like I'm still in the process of like more reconnecting with that aspect for myself. It's definitely a lot of like bird medicine recently coming through, and I did that art for the cabin with eagle, and you know, just listening to the birds and connecting to them like around here, and like the singing of the birds are natural DNA activators. So like the singing of the birds activates our DNA actually too. And you know, I do like a lot of sounds too, like bird type of sounds for sure. And I can see it in my mom, like some of the avian features even in her face, like the nose kind of like sharp type of, you know, like in a way of her look and energy, some of it in her, and I guess myself too, and the wings, you know, like as an angelic energy, you know, the wings and like this flying up in the sky, like this like angelic high frequency free like energy of the freedom of that playfulness. And I guess it depends on the bird, but it's like a big variety of birds too. It's just this abundant variety of so many different birds and colors and shapes and like types, and the one that fly, the one that don't, and and different sounds and frequencies are so different. So yeah, it's just so interesting it's coming right now, but yeah, I feel like you know, it's I don't I haven't been connected to like the galactic aspect in the way of like, I mean, Earth is all galactic. I mean, birds and Earth is also, I mean, it's all galactic anyway. But for myself, I felt like there was a lot of connection with like my lyra and feline, but like avian not as much as like the other ones, like a lyra and arcturian, you know, like some other like Syrian, like a Pleiadian and stuff. And more of those. But yeah, the avian, I feel like there's some, I feel like moments of still more like exploring more of that energy for me, even deeper, definitely. Like, yeah, it's. But I like it.
It's coming. Yeah, no, you're gonna love it because all these Arcturians and Lyrans, they have a very powerful connection to the blue avians as well. So as you will let that feeling unfold and experiencing it, It's gonna be great. I know it's gonna be great. Kunika and Yana, because they are hand on hand. They are super compatible. Mika tana tuka tika kuku kutu yanakata.
But I definitely feel like these birds, this different birds today, this red colored like that. I see like all day today. Just I don't remember the other days I'm here. So I think it's because of the snow. Somehow they like came in and they were
They
just
also
really
come as messengers.
yeah, and they've been just really communicating with me. You know, I can really like feel they're like talking to me, really like you know, hey, kind of. Hey.
Exactly.
And just so it's really interesting today. Definitely with this, you know, synchronicity of connection with this birds. It's like a different color, but I have kind of like a similar energy, like the one that behind you, like that you have. Like I could feel like that similar, some similar frequency type of like that, the one they were like coming through today. I can hear. So that's always interesting to observe the synchronicities, definitely.
Yeah.
Kaya.
Yeah, they come in a very subtle way to let us know we are here, guys. We are here and we connect through the birds that you have on Earth. Mokushi ukutu tinkakana. Other people channel the energy directly, but most humans connect to the birds. Mokuchi nechana. That's the way they connect with the other realm. Marika tukui narukuaka machana. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, thank you. I'm making some grounding food in here, so I'm like.
And what about you, Dave?
Get some fuel for this cold, you know, like cold burns a lot of energy. So, I'll turn off the microphone, but and charge my phone, but I'll be here.
Okay. All right. Thank you, love. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.
And what about you, Dave? What is your connection to birds? You want to share something with us? Do you feel like it? Murikata kuka tukata. Yeah, it's there. It's there.
I have a strong affinity toward watching birds, which I never really thought of specifically until just now. I've always sort of felt the various bird depictions in Egypt, hieroglyphics, statues,
Yes.
and so forth. I think a lot of that is more metaphor. And actually, I was watching something last night. Wendy fell asleep because it was sort of boring, but talking about the Anu and connections that probably not science, but people interested in archaeology have been finding between the different cultures. And Wendy and I both have had a lot of strong connections with Egypt, and some of the things that I sort of connect with a little more strongly have to do with the bird depictions. So something for me to think a little bit more about and ponder. For sure.
I'm deeply connected to the eagle spirit guide. It was one of the very first photographs that I ever took that I got close up of an eagle, and it was up in the tree, and I zoomed in as close as I could, and it just looked directly at me, and I took that photo, and it's still one of my absolute favorite photos. There's just a couple of them, and I was fortunate enough to see them, you know, in their own habitat. I got to watch them. I got to watch the children being, you know, born, and that was, in Tennessee, and then when Dave and I lived in Florida, there actually is a live cam, which you can look at any time, of Southwest Florida's eagle, and there's literally an eagle in the nest, and they keep I think they run it 24/7, really. And
our town was a bird sanctuary.
Yes, and where we lived the whole thing was a bird sanctuary. So very relevant to my journey, our journey, and I think really honestly, all of our journeys here on earth, whether we recognize it or not, I think that the human connection between us and birds is very multi-layered, and I think a lot of us don't even appreciate, you know, the bird song. Like Dave and I could just sit and immerse ourselves in bird song. And as we understand light language the way that we do, those of us who are, you know, we understand it's also a language of light. It was
Very much.
You know, exactly. And
we certainly have birds attracted to us in various different ways. Owls and
yes, owls too.
Twice,
yes,
once in Florida.
When you said that about owls, I was like, because we hear owls here all the time, like all the time.
I am very surprised every time we walk around the woods, in our backyard or wherever we might be. When Wendy holds her hand out like this, I'm surprised birds aren't landing on it.
But the hummingbirds are always around us, and. You remember when the owl perched on our porch in Florida, right above our heads? We didn't even know it was there. We were sitting there making a video, and all of a sudden we look up and we're like, what the heck? Sitting there looking right at us. I mean, I'm like, in the middle of the day. It was so weird. So, yes, definite connections. I'm sure that we all do.
I have this powerful connection every time that I'm feeling like low energy or feeling like I need inspiration to do something. For some reason, there is always a magpie who appears through my window. Always there. Always there. There is a couple, there are three, sometimes only one. Every time my energy level is dropping, I'm feeling like, what is going on in my life? They appear through the window, and you say, wow, you are always there, bringing me that message of keep going, be patient, because we are here, we are watching, and you have that ability to overcome whatever you're going through at that moment.
It's funny you said magpie, because Dave and I sat on the porch one day and I said, what is the name of that bird? Because we have the app, you know, to look it up. And it was a magpie, and that thing sat right in front of us and sang and sang and sang and sang without stopping I finally had to stop the video because my arms were tired from holding up the camera. It sang so long. So when you said about the magpie, I was like, wow, really? That's awesome.
They're from the same family than the crows and the ravens. They are same family. Good catch, Anna. They are super intelligent. Yes. They say that they are even more intelligent than dolphins.
Wow.
The scientists are saying recently that they are finding levels of intelligence that they never imagined before from crows and from this family of birds. They are wonderful. They are wonderful beings. And Olga, do you want to share something about you and your connection to birds?
Yeah, I have robins. They are always trying to connect to all people, I think. But in some moments, it felt really like they came, because I'm doing right now something like, for example, it was 1.5 months ago. I went to swim into the wild water. Oh, sorry, one moment.
The battery from the computer.
In the mountains, and it was really cold, and it was so beautiful. I didn't want to go out, and but at the time I did so, I didn't feel my feet at all, so I barely could walk. And it was pretty much serious situation, but at the same time as I dried my feet, the robin landed directly besides that and was watching it. And it was so funny that even though it was like I was panicking a little bit because I overdid it, obviously. But I had to laugh as well because it was really like watching me and putting wave feet so from one to each other and like okay, it's you can't do anything against it. It's just funny.
A strong connection there. With robins. Mucha nakachata. Yeah, kumacha nakata.
And when I see cardinals, I think because my mother, we used to talk about cardinals, the
Cardinals. Yeah.
all the time. We talked about it. So now, ever since she's transitioned, every time I see a cardinal, I think I know it's her. Or well, I feel her. I recognize her. Whatever.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful red birds. Nikata nekata cardinals. Kano kata itata kuanaka. Yeah, watiana. Yeah, there is a very powerful connection between humans and them. We are opening gradually more our hearts to that connection. Makanata. It was established for a long time ago, but for some reason, like with other things, we disconnected from them. We are coming back to the massive connection to the bird tribe. Muguachadata, Tikawata. Yeah, I feel that we have reached the fulfillment of the event today, the fulfillment of love and energy. Brother Wesley, you want to say something? Kuachata.
No, I was waiting. I was just going to think you were going to say that. Sugunukuaka. Shikinikiawaka. Kuaka.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you for sharing your experiences with the birds and through them with the blue avians. Thank you for sharing, Tiara, everything that you are going through, because we resonated with you and everything that you are experiencing a lot. And I believe that many people who come across with this video, they are going to resonate a lot and understand that it's happening to everyone. That is a very warming feeling in the heart when we listen to another brother or sister that is going through these difficulties also, and that is not exceptionally happening to you alone. Mishana kuatani kanatu tayata. Shukwata. Gratitude, infinite gratitude to everyone. And I'll see you soon, guys. Tamakuata.
Have an amazing weekend, and thanks very much.
Love everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.